the blue side and Team Exodus Gaming on the red side here. So we got five bands set up, and we'll be getting in right away here. Just gotta wait for the first band to come out.
So do we know anything about these teams there?
Not so much. I haven't seen them. I haven't been able to watch the last couple Overclock tournaments, so unfortunately I'm a little bit out of the loop for the local scene, but
Hey, it's better than me.
yeah. But you know, we should see some basic stuff. Interesting, the ban of the Ezreal, one of the lowest ranked AD carries right now, but has been surprisingly coming out as a jungle pick in Korea.
Really?
Yes. Not exactly something you'd really expect to see, but apparently it's had some success. So, interesting first ban.
Well, they gotta know something because obviously doing something right.
Yeah, and mid lane Zed ban. I don't know if these teams know each other much, but Zed can be a pretty oppressive pick if you feel your mid laner's not up to playing against an assassin. If you want to pick, say, a bit of a slower pick to lead up to late game power. So. And the Kayn, that's a pretty good ban right now. One of the stronger carry jungles out there. The Darkin Kayn, definitely the stronger of the two, but Shadow Assassin can be used fairly well, but Darkin Kayn can just absolutely wreck a team fight by never dying. You think you're about to kill him, then suddenly he jumps into one of your teammates and then comes back out at full life and is like, wait, what just happened here?
I believe that's the whole point of an assassin, is it not?
Something like that. And Alistar coming out as well. So Alistar, bit of a bot lane bully. He is a melee matchup, so sometimes doesn't do so well into the range matchups, but really good initiation in the late game. And Maokai as the first pick here. I don't think that'll be a jungle Maokai. Maybe. I don't know if they put their summoners, if they ordered themselves in the right way. I don't know if we've got tops in the top or what. Yeah. So maybe that's a jungle Maokai. Could also be a top lane Maokai, though. Kog'Maw also being the last ban for Exodus Gaming. Don't want to deal with the hyper carry. And top lane Renekton and jungle Cho'Gath coming out. So Cho'Gath been really strong on the last couple patches here. A bit toned down, I believe, in this last patch because they fixed a little bit of how Guardian Stoneplate works, so it'll tone down Cho'Gath a little bit, but he should still be an absolute monster if he gets to scale up into the late game.
Yeah.
One shot your carry with 2,000 true damage. not a lot of counterplay to that.
No, not really.
And then we got
pretty scary matchup right there.
Probably the bot lane in Lulu Tristana coming out. Pretty strong laning phase with the Lulu. Tristana, obviously one of the best late game hyper carries out right now. Really good early game too. If you manage to push in, get that tower early, rotate to the other lanes, you can snowball a lead really hard.
It looks like we just got a Brand on the other team.
And Brand, which we'll see if that's mid lane or support. It could be a fairly decent answer to the Lulu, but we'll find out how that goes. Into the second phase of bans here now. Exodus Gaming starting off with a Syndra, so they don't want that free press R win the game mid laner.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that.
Yeah. Really, it can be a tough matchup for a lot of mid lanes. So
yeah.
6-8 team 6-8-9 now looking at their next ban. Clock slowly dwindling, and it will be the Twitch, so denying yet another late game hyper carry. So the three main hyper carries are off the board: Tristana, Kog'Maw, and Twitch.
They must be trying to go for a quick game then.
I wouldn't say so, because the thing is they already picked up their late game AD carry.
Yeah, good point.
Right? So they're ready to scale up. They wanted to make sure that the other main late game hyperscaler is not there. Gragas coming out. That's a good jungle ban there. Because we still don't know whether that Maokai is going to be top or the jungle. I would imagine top lane, but he could easily go in the jungle as well. Now for the final ban for Team 689. We'll see. Really wanting to hold out to the last minute, picking yet another late game hyper carry in Levain. A bit more of the dangerous one, being extremely short range compared to the other 3 AD carries, but still an absolute terror once you get into the late game.
Seems like a lot of late game stuff being taken out.
Yeah. 689 definitely looking to try and secure themselves that late game strong spot. And Varus coming out could likely going to be the ADC, could be the mid lane as well, but likely the ADC. That'll be a good laning phase against Tristana. Varus having really good wave clear, good poke, should be a decent matchup. Depending on whether that's a brand mid or support, we'll see how that interaction goes down in the bot lane. And looks like the Zac coming out, definitely one of the strongest tank junglers in the meta right now. And that will be the jungle pick. Maokai should be going to the top lane. I don't see it going any other way. Orianna coming out for the mid lane. Really good, safe pick in the mid. And yeah, they're looking to scale up, get some good damage out of Orianna, but their main focus is protect that Tristana, make sure she stays alive, and just destroys the team fight.
And it looks like Exodus is picking Karma.
Yeah, and so that I want to say that's a brand mid. I don't know for certain. I think it is. I can't see. Unfortunately, there's a little glitch with the spectator mode right now in that you can't see red side summoner spell, so it's a lot harder to figure out
what they're doing.
It does look like Exodus Gaming did sort their players top, jungle, mid, bot, or AD carry support, so it's very safe to assume that Brand is the mid lane and Karma is the support, so that could be a really strong lane to try and stop that Tristana from snowballing. Both Varus and Karma have a lot of poke that they can deal with. Dish out to the Tristana Lulu, both of which are not very healthy characters. They're very squishy, so that is every champion locked in now, and we will just have to wait for the spectator delay, which is apparently NAN. I'm hoping this goes 3 minutes from now, and we'll find out what happens here. But for the time being, I'm hoping this goes all right.
As am I.
If there's an issue, we'll see. You can keep that music up for the time being. So yeah, we got Maokai top lane, Zac jungle. That's the only position in which there's a swap there. The top laner and jungler have their positions switched on the list there. Okay. So otherwise, everything should be just fine. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Renekton, obviously a really strong laner. Not such a great late game tank. He does fall off a little bit in terms of his stats to late game compared to a Maokai. Maokai will just get in there and won't die ever once he hits late game. But Renekton might be able to bully him enough. Hopefully he'll be able to pick up a couple kills early on and really be able to snowball the top lane, because that, I feel, is where Exodus Gaming will have their biggest chance for getting a lead in this game. Is in that top lane. So
this NAN is still NAN.
I'm a little concerned about this, but we'll roll.
Very concerning thing.
I've never seen this before, so I'm hoping. Anybody got a timer going? Time it for about 2 minutes. Find out how long exactly that is.
See if this works out.
Yeah, I'm gonna set a little timer for 2 minutes, and we'll see how that goes. And if we aren't going in 2 minutes, then I will have to see. We'll see. We'll figure something out. Not sure. Because the worry thing here is they accidentally clicked off don't allow spectators.
Yeah. And then they'd be playing without us, the spectate.
Yeah,
Just be staring at this the whole time.
Yeah, we won't have a game to spectate. In which case, we'll have to delay the stream for a little bit and maybe
don't
do
think
something
people will
else
like that.
till the second round. We'll see. Yeah, for the time being, there's not much else to say. Cho'Gath versus Zac in the jungle. Both are really tanky junglers. Cho'Gath, a little bit less early game priority here. Zac having the elastic slingshot, being able to get into those lanes as soon as he hits level 3, just start impacting lanes really hard. Cho'Gath a little bit harder. We are going into game. That is great.
Thank gosh.
Thank gosh. And spectator delay is apparently over. I'm not even sure what NAN was standing for.
Neither do I. Not available or something?
I wouldn't
Not
think
available
so.
now?
All right, so here we go into game. Just pop up that for you all to see. Swap around Cho'Gath, the Maokai, and the Zac. You might want to hit UO on your keyboard. There you go. You want to have that scoreboard up just so you can see what's going on. And apparently I wasn't on director's camera for some reason. And we'll see how it goes. If you're in the chat, maybe give a shout out to Team 689 or Exodus Gaming, whoever you think will win this game. And give us a chat. Let us know how the stream is going. If there's any sound issues or anything, just let us know, and we'll fix it right away. We got the manpower here for once. It's gonna be great. I got a thumbs up from our board director here, so things are gonna go well. So once again, we got
power of positive thinking.
Yeah, we got Team 689 on the blue side, Team Exodus Gaming on the red side. And all in all, I gotta say, I like 689's comp a little bit better. I don't know how either of these teams play, so I can't judge based on skill. So that's all I have to go off of. And I do like 689's comp. It's a good. It'll have a bit of a lull in the early game, but if they make it to that late game point without getting too far behind, they're going to just roll over the team fights if they play right.
If you could improve the other team's comp, what would you change?
I can't really say at this point because one of the biggest unknowns is that Brand mid lane. It's not a mid laner that you see a whole lot in the current meta, so it's a matter, because if that's a really good comfort pick for the mid laner and he's just really good at Brand, then maybe he just suddenly goes off and takes over this game. I don't know, so I could eat my words on that, but overall I don't think they have a bad composition. I just think that they need to make sure they get some leads early.
They know what they're doing.
And get something rolling.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of trading. Jump in by Tristana here, trying to get the full proc off, but does not get it, so will not get the second jump. But a lot of harass damage onto Varus there, making him pop his potion early on, I think. Oh, no, he didn't. Just healed up off of some auto attacks or something. And Orianna shoving the lane in, as she often does early on. Make you last hit under tower. And it looks like we're going to have a bit of a slow early game. We got the junglers both on the top side. Zac currently clearing the Scuttle Crab, while Cho'Gath's a little bit behind in his jungle, working on the... Or I guess he's technically ahead because he has done a full clear of his jungle so far. So he's cleared a lot more camps, but Zac in a bit better of position, but Cho'Gath finding him out really low. Gets the little zip-de-doo with the blast cone there. Tristana jumping in once again and not really being punished too hard for it. Overall, the trade, I would say, goes in favor of the Varus Karma in that one, just because Karma does have more potions to heal off of, but really a lot of aggression coming out of the bot lane early on. little bit of a trade here up in the top lane. Cho'Gath coming up around will land the Rupture. And Renekton coming in
he's about to
does
get
have the damage.
double-teamed.
Flash comes out from both Cho'Gath and Maokai, but
there
first
he goes.
blood go in the way of Cho'Gath. So there you go. That's the strong early game that you need. You get, which surprisingly came out of the Cho'Gath. There's a lot more that you need out of the Cho'Gath in that one, because he has to land his skill shot Rupture, which doesn't have that great of a range compared to the slingshot of Zac for an early game.
Yeah.
And looks like Maokai TP'd in, but he might have made a mistake because Cho'Gath is still there. Rupture goes out, does
About to
land.
go down again.
He's going to go down twice in 30
Down.
seconds.
Ouch.
And Cho'Gath with the kill on that one, too. And
They're start rethinking his game. He's going to start feeding that guy.
yeah. Yeah, really bad call on the teleport. He's going to miss out on a lot of experience. That means Renekton's going to really take over this lane, even without getting the kills early on. That is the unfortunate part. Like, if we look at how that went, because there isn't really an upside to it, but if you wanted to put one on, is that Cho'Gath got both the kills, so you know that Renekton won't have as much money to go back and start being the absolute lane dominant champion that he is.
Yeah.
But it's still not where you want to be early on.
Yeah, getting down twice, not very long into the game, that must be pretty disheartening.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And Lulu going toe-to-toe with the Varus there. Good trade coming out from her.
Pushed her back.
And once again, things slow down a little bit. But Tristana always wanting to jump in and have some fun.
Jumping.
Yeah. Zac actually also in the bot lane. Shockwave coming out from Orianna in the mid. Flash away from Brand. He will be safe, but that is a flash blown. So definitely something that Zac can look at coming and picking up on later on. Lulu being caught out by the Cho'Gath coming in with the Blast Cone over the wall. And Karma chasing down the Tristana as well. No real kill pressure there, but definitely a bit of harass. Force the Tristana Lulu lane back a bit. So after these first 5 minutes, what do you think? Where do you think the strength of the game lies? Who do you got in your?
Well,
who are
right
you betting
now I'm
on
thinking
right now?
up on the top lane, red team sure seems to have a bigger edge than the bottom, and the bottom they seem to be pretty deadlocked right now.
Yeah. Tristana, both the bot and the mid do have a small CS lead, about 8 CS each. Whereas for the blue side, and Tristana now jumping in, Lulu going really low, the summoner heal being burnt out, and Tristana getting that first kill, jumps in onto Varus there,
goes.
and Lulu will go down as well. Varus now having to run away, but the teleport from Renekton will be able to keep him safe. Orianna now in trouble in the mid lane. The stun comes out, and Cho'Gath on a killing spree gets that kill with the ultimate too, so that's a good pickup for him. That will help him start growing. And Zac now trying to engage onto the Cho'Gath will slow him down a little bit. Maokai coming in looking for the twisted advance, lands it. Brand is there though. Stun comes out. It will be a bit of damage. They don't have the ability to follow up on the Cho'Gath, and Maokai goes down to Brand. And Zac now having to run away really quickly. Does have the speed shrine. We'll get out of there just fine, but disastrous turn there.
Yeah, that's going to set them back.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
So far, only that one kill from Tristana on the Karma down in the bot lane going the way of Team 689. Exodus Gaming just absolutely turning on the heat early on here.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are.
And Orianna just clearing out a pink ward in the mid lane here. Cho'Gath back to his blue. Doesn't look like he'll be handing this off to Brand. Might be taking it for himself here. So it's an interesting choice, but you can kind of see it with the Cho'Gath jungle. Just wanting to make sure he has that extra cooldown, help him.
Yeah.
Extra mana regen helps him out in the jungle a little bit. Zac clearing out the red buff. And looks like Cho'Gath is on his way mid again here. As things do quiet down, Cho'Gath looping around here. Tries to find the knockup, does find the rupture. The stun comes out as well. The CC is onto Orianna. She flashes away. Shockwave does not come out.
Man.
And Cho'Gath just tearing it up now. 6-8-9.
That blue team just keeps getting double teamed, don't they?
Yeah. Just so much pressure coming out of the Cho'Gath jungle right now. And a little bit of poke coming out in the bot lane from the side of Varus Karma. And Zac coming in will not land the knockup and does not get the Q either. He does land it onto Varus, but does not get the follow-up. If he hits another target after connecting his Q, he will slam them together. So
Blue's up on the tower now.
Yeah. Yeah, Tristana still not being allowed in close enough range to really start doing the massive tower damage that she's known for. Zac looping around again. I don't know if that's a ward that he's sitting on there, though. No, that's his own ward, and he does jump in, does not land the knockup this time, but does get the root and the knockup from Lulu's ult. And that will be another kill going over to Tristana. So finally
Blue gets a kill in, eh?
Yeah, finally we got some action going down in the positive direction for 6-8-9.
Yeah.
So
6-8-9 was struggling for a while there, and they might have just broken through to their first tower.
yeah, but Lulu with the exhaust will be barely alive here. Tristana not with enough mana to jump in and take that kill, unfortunately. So he will get away. Maokai now having to
we've seen before.
ulti and get out of here. He's in the you're in the wrong neighborhood, kid. But Orianna there gets the shockwave, ties up both Cho'Gath and Renekton, and will get them both out of there alive. But Flash having to be blown by Maokai to get out of there, as well as the shockwave. So that'll slow them down a little bit. Ulti as well coming out from Maokai. So really not great for big team fights to have those abilities down for the time being. So it looks like blue team will just try and reset here, try to calm down, slow the pace down a little bit. In the mid lane, we got Brand flashing away from the engage. Very nice flash. Unfortunately, has to burn it, but you know, you stay safe, you stay alive, and you don't give up gold, right?
Yeah. Better you keep it, nothing happens, then they kill you and take it all.
Exactly. And right now we've got the NA special, the Windrake, down in the bot lane. So I don't think either of these teams will be looking to go to Drake anytime soon unless they have a very clear advantage, maybe wipe a fight in mid lane 4-0 or something like that. They'll go for the dragon then, but otherwise neither team will prioritize it too much. The extra move speed, not really a stat that people want too much.
Here's something we've seen before.
Yeah. Here we go. Cho'Gath coming in on the Maokai. He does not have flash available. No, Dominus on for Renekton, and he will be tanking it up, but not enough health to get out of there. Yeah, Zac, I think he might be in a bit of trouble. Brings Renekton back in, though. He does manage to find him. Cho'Gath trying to chase down the Maokai. Will have the feast available. And now might be in a bit of trouble. Shockwave coming out from Orianna, and he will be going down too. Shut down on the Cho'Gath. Tristana now in a little bit of trouble, rooted up there. Will take out Varus and the Karma as well. Unfortunately not getting the double kill. Lulu stealing away that one. And yeah, 6-8-9.
Nice comeback.
Hitting his stride.
Hopefully they get their health regen pretty quick too.
Yeah. Well, looks like Tristana will be working down this tower. It's about half health, so she should be able to take this one down before anyone comes back. That little explosive shot doing a lot to that tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And now they push Exodus onto the defensive, don't they?
Yeah, and that's actually a really big one, because even though Exodus got the first blood gold, that was the first tower going down, so that's an extra 400 gold going over the way of 689. So that's a really big swing
It's a
for
really
them.
big advantage.
Yeah, they're now up 1K gold. Not much, but based on how horrendously the early game went for them,
Yes.
that's pretty good to have a gold lead right now.
Indeed it is, yes. Especially after all those double teams on this poor guy right here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
really
that
fed
Maokai definitely not having the game of his life, but and unfortunately, you kind of look at it, and he's kind of found his spot now. Like, he's able to stay in that lane with that Renekton, and I think part of that comes from, Cho'Gath taking the kills, your jungler taking the kills. You want to get that onto your laner so they can snowball a lead, because you don't really have much of a direct matchup as a jungler against the other jungler. It's kind of more, okay, who can manipulate the map better, not a direct physical confrontation like
Yeah.
laners do. So,
It seemed like for a while there, Exodus was doing real better at it.
yeah. Yeah, Exodus definitely had the upper hand, but as I was saying,
Zach came and saved his butt.
yeah, most of that gold going onto the jungler. So if your jungler's not there, Zach coming in, gets the pop-up onto Karma, but won't find too much, will knock her back a bit, and she will be going down to the Tristana. Nothing to do there. Jump forward. There's no tower there for Varus to be safe. He should have run away, and he hasn't yet. Cho'Gath coming in with the Rupture, accidentally knocks Varus back into the team. That's a double kill for Tristana. Little bit of a mistake there. Somebody didn't want to hit that blast cone.
Guess not.
Now Cho'Gath finding the Zac out, but that's a 3v1. You don't want to be there either.
Yeah.
Brand coming in. That will be a lot of damage coming out. The Dragon aggroed as well. And Cho'Gath taking the kill onto Lulu. Zac will be going down very shortly, maybe.
And there he goes.
There he goes. Double kill coming out for Cho'Gath. Now 7-1-1. And there you go. I said it earlier. Neither team really looking to prioritize this Windrake, but if they have a big fight and an advantage, might as well, right?
Oh, looks like they're committing to it now.
Yeah. Should be an easy takeaway. No smite available for 689, and Cho'Gath with the 1,000 damage, 1,000 true damage along with his smite. It's pretty hard to outsmite Cho'Gath
Yeah.
when you have smite, let alone when your jungler's dead and you don't have it.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing, it looks like Exodus is winning the team fights and in the jungle, but 689 is winning at the towers.
Yeah,
what I'm
so far the tower's definitely going the way of 689, but I would hesitate to say that the team fights are going the way of Exodus just yet, because we have seen a
good
major comeback in terms of fighting, and yeah. What were you saying before? This is something we've seen before in the top lane. Maokai being taken out. Brand, unfortunately, in the wrong place there. Will go down to Orianna as well. And Tristana jumping forward. Thinks she has the damage against the Varus, but not with the backup there. The shutdown coming out. And that'll go on to a local bad gamer. Mastery emote just for the BM there after he dies. Showing off how skilled he is.
Look at me, I am the best.
I died.
Apparently.
Yeah. Blue buff going the way of Orianna. For Smite. League music? Oh, yeah, I can turn that down. Cool. There you go.
Looks like 689's already up at that tower. That'll be something to think about.
Yeah,
Here comes Zac.
Yeah, Zac getting in there. Shockwave coming out, pushing Brand backwards. He does flash away, but will it be enough? No, he gets
it was
pulled
not.
back by Zac. That kill going over his way. And a little bit of an inverse score that you see on the junglers right now. 1-1 and 6 coming out for the Zac, and 7-1 and 1 for the Cho'Gath. So a little bit lopsided there on the kills, but Cho'Gath now chasing after the Righteous Glory. Popped.
Here comes
the
Zac
smite
for
coming
assists.
out. Yeah, Zac trying to keep the Cho'Gath away and will be successful enough to push him away. little bit of a scary moment when you see that giant monster
Yeah.
running at your face.
Well, can you imagine giant bug monster?
Yeah. And looks like Tristana and Varus might have a bit of a head-to-head here.
Possibly soon.
Maybe not. Cho'Gath clearing out a little pink ward there. Good on him to find one and clear it out.
They seem to have quieted down quite a bit.
Yeah. Both teams having a little bit of a breather, not wanting to go too far out and risk something. Which this Maokai.
This is something we've seen about a couple times already.
Yeah.
Poor Maokai.
No flash available, so he will likely be going down. And unfortunately, Zach coming in a little bit late to this party here. He might be going down too.
As well, yeah.
Cho'Gath, the one you want to be tanking the tower there. Lulu coming in with the save. The flash away from Zach will be enough, thanks
Scare
to the
them both
Lulu ult. And really close to a second kill for free there. Now we see pings onto the dragon area. It will be up in about 2 minutes, so they just want to get some wards onto there for now. Baron Nashor, now that we're at past the 20-minute mark, has spawned, so that'll be a big objective to take for either team right away here. And
That tower's about to go down.
that might be. We'll see if Exodus Gaming can get in close enough to finish it off. They should be able to if the Cho'Gath sticks around, but no, they'll just back off and say, no, we'll come back for it.
Probably.
We'll get it later.
Yeah. Because currently they are down a tower.
Yeah, down a tower, but currently just about even in gold. 300 gold is all the difference that there is there. Varus actually, with the CS lead, was down 8 to 10 CS early on in the game. Now has a 20 CS lead, so that's a lot of gold going his way.
Lead.
Let's see if I can remember this button right. Yeah, there we go. I got the gold numbers. So unfortunately, with the 5 kills onto Tristana, she does have the gold lead in that direct matchup, but 20 CS up definitely helps keep it a bit more even. And you see, looking at the gold, a lot of Exodus Gaming's gold is centralized on the Cho'Gath, and you can see the numbers if you push X on your keyboard, just to let you know.
Which one?
X. And then X to change it back.
Okay.
There you go. The things we learn when we cast. You have no idea how long it took me to figure that one out.
Well, I'm still learning. It's my first time, so.
Yeah. All right, and looks like 689 trying to push in this mid tower. Knockup will land onto Tristana, but she can just jump out of there. She's fine. 5-man
She's not
pile up
scared
in
at
the
all.
mid lane, though. For both teams.
They're in the
Might
middle.
see a fight break out
Man,
pretty quick here.
All of them are in the middle there. That could be one hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Heck of a fight, sorry.
Tristana with the push forward now. Zach coming in, getting the double knockup. Will not find the pullback, though. And Maokai ulti locking people up, but he's stuck under tower and will go down early on. The Cho'Gath taking that kill. Cho'Gath now chasing after Lulu, having to run away, though. Gets the knock up there. Tristana trying to duel it out with Varus in the top. Cho'Gath getting the feast kill onto Lulu. Now
There
one
he goes.
Queuing does not quite survive through that, but 2 for 2 so far. And Renekton finally coming in, joining in. Dominus on, but he has to run away as the Tristana able to stay to safety, and that's not a matchup he wants to fight right now.
6 lane. So who do you think won that?
They went even 2 for 2, but with the mid laner and jungler trading for the top and support in favor of 689, I'd say, because they get to move over to this dragon, pick it up, and I believe that was an Infernal Drake. And it was. So that's definitely a big boon for 689 as Infernal Drake does give them an increase to their overall attack and ability damage. So, and next up being the Mountain Drakes in 5 minutes that will spawn, and that'll be another big one because that'll increase all the damage a team does to objectives like towers, dragons, barons, what have you. And Zach trying to jump in on to Brand here again. Does have the Orianna there, but the QW missing from Orianna. Q missing again. This Brand just staying alive because no skill shots are hitting him. Cho'Gath now just
Man, he's just
trolling
huge
around.
now, isn't he?
Yep. With every time he kills a unit with his ulti, he does grow larger. So, and one of the big changes with that being that his ulti, the stacks used to fall off on him, and now they do not when you
So
die.
just keep growing?
So you just keep going. You get more health every time you kill something, and it never goes away. So
How big can he get?
he can get really large, really large.
Like lane blocking large, or
I don't think quite that large, but he gets pretty big. I haven't looked at a max video. I don't know if it's changed since a while back. He used to have a cap on how many stacks he could gather, which was 6. And then there was another summoner spell which made you grow a bit, and then Lulu ulti which makes you grow bigger. And Cho'Gath, you weren't in that bush there, and now caught out by several members of 689. And he has a lot
like a
of
raid
health, but
boss
he's
right
not
now.
going down. Guardian Stoneplate being popped, Righteous Glory as well. He is taking
Wow.
a lot to die and will not go
that is
down.
hard.
And now Zach trying to find, and Cho'Gath picking up a kill onto Lulu, but Tristana answering back along with Zach killing the bot lane off, or no, 80 carry in mid lane going down. So, and Cho'Gath still going wild, still not dead.
Man, he must have a.
And
How much
Maokai
health do you
kind
reckon he
of
has?
in the wrong place here. Shockwave finally comes out, and Renekton will go down there, but Karma now being chased down. Double kill coming out for Tristana, so that's 3 kills for her overall so far in this fight. Only 2 showing up there, but 4 for...
We have our second tower destroyed.
Yeah, and that was only a 4 for 1 too. Only one member of 689 throughout all of that, throughout all of Cho'Gath surviving. And Cho'Gath never went down in that too, so... But
689's got a real clear advantage here. 2 towers already.
yeah,
now.
and that's kind of the unfortunate spot. You look at the scores on both sides, and it looks like a pretty even game. You're now down 5k gold on for if you're Exodus Gaming, but that's just after this last fight with a couple shutdowns and everything. But you got Cho'Gath in 11-2-1, but none of your other carries, none of the damage dealers of your team have any gold to work with.
Yeah.
Whereas that's the exact opposite on 689. You got Zach sitting 3-1-10 compared to the 11-2-1. You got Tristana, your main damage dealer, the focus of your team composition, 9-1-3. You're sitting pretty
Very
with
pretty.
that. So looks like they will
Nice
finally
car,
take down
nice
this mid lane tower, and Zach jumping in will get a lot of knockups here, and the ulti not catching anybody, but Maokai coming up with the flank there will get the kill, or Tristana getting the kill onto Karma with the double kill now coming out after Varus goes down, working on the, but gets feasted by Cho'Gath. Unfortunately gets a little bit too close there.
You got some revenge for the early game right there.
Yeah, and Maokai now helping Lulu get the double kill,
Nice.
I believe there, and
Just
Cho'Gath.
got an ace. That's a full team kill, isn't it?
Yeah, that's full 5-man kill, and this will be a lot of tower damage. Unfortunately, they can't go to the Baron because they do not have the Tristana. Don't quite have the damage that they want for doing the Baron, but they'll happily take an inhibitor instead.
Oh yeah. You could probably things go probably win the game right here.
Yeah, Karma just kind of posing just to put up a semblance of threat, but no real threat there. 689 now going to back off, probably clear the Baron area of vision, and
Probably gonna top themselves off before the final
Yeah.
attack, eh?
top themselves off, and I think that's where we'll see our next big fight. We do have Dragon coming up in a minute, which is a Mountain Drake, so both teams do want that, but I think the Baron is where both teams will focus their vision, their forces, like all of that. Baron should be our next big fight.
More than likely.
And Exodus Gaming just making sure that 689 weren't in there, quietly taking away the Baron there, but no one was there, so we saved little time. And yeah, 689 unfortunately Exodus Gaming not going to be able to get too much control in that Baron area, so they're in a little bit of a troublesome spot. Luckily enough, for them, 689 does not have a pink ward in the Baron pit, so they do get to have some vision of the Baron. But here we go, the Mountain Drake being started off by 689 here. And you got little tiny support stealing away the blue buff. Just harassing an entire team by herself.
Yeah.
Love Lulu, one of my favorite characters, and just getting to have some fun with that one.
Just gonna have a bunch of fun messing with people.
Yeah. Fear me, I am the character with the least damage possible in the game.
Yes. But I'm annoying.
Fear my roar.
Fear my purple candy cane of death.
Yeah. That is legitimately the most terrifying skin in the loading screen, because the splash art is absolutely horrifying. And holy moly, got some damage onto that Karma. She has to flash away from the Zac knockup, but will not find life. And Maokai with the ulti coming out will get stunned up, so nothing else coming off that, but that might be the Baron now. This will go down really quick with that really fed Tristana.
Oh, here they come.
Now trying to just peel off and find. That was a long Baron attack that was following Zac there.
That was a nice jump over it, too. It just about got him.
Yeah. And we'll see. Pulling off the Baron, just moving up to the mid lane, escorting some super minions in there to deal some damage. Looks like they might look to get that bottom inner tower. One of the last ones on the bot side of the map to go down here. Tristana should take this out really quick. See it get chunked down there. And Zac with the pseudo engage will get knocked up. Might be in a bit of trouble here.
There goes the tower.
Really low life and will go into his passive. Lulu now in a bit of trouble. Shockwave comes out and catches at least 4 members there. Holy cow. Tristana going wild in the backside. Maokai picking up a kill onto Karma with a double kill onto that Tristana.
Big guy's just go down, and there he goes.
And Cho'Gath going down as well. Triple kill for Tristana, 1 kill for Maokai on that one, and they're just going to go in and end the game off that push. All that's left is the Vars to defend, and that will not be enough.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And 689, after a horrendous early game, come back in a dominant fashion, hit that late game power spike, and will take their first game of the tournament.
GG.
GG. Well played. 10k gold lead at the end, so, you know, pretty strong game coming out there. Yeah, that's our first round. We're going to go and take a quick commercial break. 689 will be moving on in the winners bracket. Exodus Gaming, they're not out of the tournament yet. This is double elimination, so they do have a losers bracket they can go through. So, you know, we'll be back soon. We saw some good stuff from Exodus Gaming. Hopefully we'll see some more of them in the tournament. Stick around. We'll be back.